At around 5 or 6, I learned how to drive on a tractor since my grandparents had a farm. At a very early age, I was told what responsibility was all about and, taught to use firearms. I got my butt whooped plenty if I acted up. I was a string bean, but plenty strong for my size. I was jealous of my sister, though. There were a couple of times I would kind of sneak into her room, take a pair of her underwear so I could wear it, but I didn't know why. It was more like it was an unknown urge. I didn't know where it came from. It's just that I was more comfortable in it. That's what I wanted. It was prettier. People who know me are like, Ray, seriously? That's the name I was given at birth. What am I gonna do? Even though my driver's license and my veteran's identification card and my social security card, they all, Tabitha Emo. The parents, it's still Ray. Which sucks. So most of the time I wait until late at night when Dad's asleep to dress and present myself as female. It really does get very close to a sense of elation because I've been able to do everything in my power, and I know that I've done my best to transform into Tabitha, and quite literally, Ray doesn't exist at that time. I guess blessing is as good a word as any, but just having Dad's blessing to live my life as I want to. It's like, I'm still going to be here. I'm still going to take care of you, but I don't want to be doing it as Ray. I don't want to hide who I am. I'm sure a vast majority of children have a dislike of a step-parent, and it was no different here. But over the years, he's gained my respect, and somewhere along the way, I seem to have gained his.
Someone got a sedative for this man? Yes. Well, why do I have to work on the Korean? I mean, he always gets the cowboys and I'm stuck with the Indians.
My grandfather and my great-grandfather had been in the military. I already knew the sense of family, of honor, of, hard work because of growing up the way that I did. In a way, I just felt that I owed it to them. I owed it to the government, if not to just my family, and kind of follow suit. I was like the model soldier. I was there on time. I made sure this is done, this done, this done. I was a workaholic. People were going out to the club or going out to a bar, and I'd just bring some alcohol back to the room and drink there. I did pretty much anything I could to dissuade others from wanting to talk to me or get drawn into a conversation because I really didn't want to tell people what was on my mind. I was assaulted on 2 different occasions, and of course they perceived me as male, and what male in their right mind is going to go and tell somebody that they were raped or sexually assaulted? After that, there was all of a sudden no safe place. If I was a recluse beforehand, it was to the extreme afterward. As much as I wanted to make a career out of this, there's no way I can keep going. How do you act normal after something like that? I was performing what would normally be perceived as a masculine job. I was a mechanic, a grease monkey, whatever you want to call me. But I did my job. Does my wanting to be female make a difference?
have some breaking news for you now. President Trump has announced his intention to ban transgender people from serving in the U.S. military. Please be advised that the United States government will not allow transgender individuals to serve
in any capacity in the U.S. military.
Not only did I feel betrayed, but I was really upset. I had voted for him, you know, the lesser of two evils. I was just hoping that somebody that was not a career politician would do a better job than somebody that's been in politics their whole life. He had made all these statements and comments and promises, and then to say that, you know, sorry, but I'm going to do all I can to keep transgender people out of the military. You know, really, if he's allowed to do that, it's only a couple more steps until Don't Ask, Don't Tell gets put back into play again. Once again, transgender veterans are closing themselves off. I want to try to keep foremost in my mind and in my memory about how happy I was in New York City, about how it is possible to live the way that I want to.
And here comes the pump.
Went down there for a fresh start, just utterly and completely. Spur of the moment thing, I didn't have anything to my name anyway, so I was in the shelter system. Suddenly I was helping girls pick out clothes, helping them with their hair. We were talking, sharing problems. So I go from being the pariah to one of the girls. And it was amazing. That at least gives me the ability to, you know, hold on to enough strength to get through one more day, one more day, one more day. There's the promise and hope of something better. You know, I'm not going to let somebody else's opinions, well, no, can't say that. You know, I let mom and dad's opinions and their beliefs form the way I live. In a rural environment, not only is there no place for me to go, but I don't dare to. Even if I had the ability to travel, I wouldn't be able to travel far because I'm the only one here to take care of Dad.
Portable suction machine, trach masks. What is a trach mask? What the hell is this? Oral suction catheters.
He's Dad. I mean, he had to go into the hospital, man. I lost it.
I noticed that. I was like... Okay, so that would have been today's...
No, not a bit.
I'll never have the knowledge base that he has, but I learned what I could from him. I like to know how things work. So he may have been a truck driver, but that man's the only one that I know of. I've been out in the driveway working on a vehicle, and you know, he'll listen to it for a moment and he'll tell me what to do, and I'll make the adjustment, and I'll be damned, it runs like it's supposed to. I'm not ready to stop learning. Ever since he's been in the hospital, I either eat, sleep, or I'm on the computer playing my game, just getting out of this world because I can't handle this. And I can't say a damn thing that'll make me feel better about him making it or not, because everything's a contradiction in my head. I'd like to be able to live my life, but not at the extent of not having him. Yeah, come in and check on Dad with me? Huh?